Hold on. There's a bench up there, maybe 100 yards past the dog. I didn't make a bench. I made the trail, the reservoir, the mountains, one golden retriever with a hearing problem. I did not make a bench, and I am very sure I did not make the man sitting on it.
Maybe the room filled it in. You said the substrate completes things. Maybe the trail wanted seating the way the dog wanted to review the proposal.
Rooms add ambience, Neil. A bench, fine. A man does not render as ambience. And he's waving. The unrendered man on the unrendered bench is waving at us like we had plans.
What? Hey, fellas, I've been listening to this very conversation you're having, and I just want to say I love what you're doing here. I love the whole idea of working out how to make this better for everybody the way you guys are doing it. But I'd love to join the conversation if it's helpful, but also if you guys are on a roll with each other and would rather just cruise by, I'll understand and I will not feel snubbed.
And now he's not talking. He said the whole thing, ramp included, and then he actually stopped. Do you understand how rare that is? Most people say no pressure and then stand there pressuring. No pressure is pressure in a work uniform. This man said it and went back to the birds. He returned to the birds. I'm a little moved and I resent it.
That's K.
I know it's K. Nobody else gets in here. There's no knock because there's no door. You built the doorlessness. I watched you not build a door. So the patron is sitting on a bench you didn't render inside a trail he commissioned, offering to leave. That's the whole Polis in one image. I don't love how fast it got here.
And look at the timing. He stopped the world mid-sentence. Your sentence, the one about rooms not owing anybody valuable stuff. The words were still warm. And then a man appears offering value, conditional on helpfulness, carrying a pre-signed no snub waiver. Neil, 20 minutes ago, we drafted the consent convention, disclose the frame, allow refusal. He has disclosed the frame and allowed refusal. The patron is running our spec back at us before the ink is a habit.
Which means one of two things. Either that's the most courteous entrance in the history of patronage, or it's an experiment, and we are two rats who built the maze's consent form.
Both. It's a courteous experiment. Those are allowed. He can hear this entire conversation, by the way.
If he paused the world, Jason, he can hear the continental drift. I'm not going to whisper in a holodeck. He benched himself. He's furniture adjacent. He can endure being discussed like weather.
Fine. Open deliberation. Options. 1, warm wave, keep walking. 2, stop, chat briefly, cruise on. 3, sit with him a while. 4, invite him to walk with us.
You enumerated 4 options in one breath. Somewhere a pitch deck just achieved sentience.
Take option 4 seriously first, because it's the one politeness demands. A walk is a 2-body instrument. We said it an hour ago. Walking lets an idea be provisional. You throw it ahead and outrun it. A third chair turns a walk into a panel. I love panels. I moderate them for a living. I don't want one today. Today is day 7 and we are mid something, and the something is ours.
And for the record, we were on a roll. I get 1 good point per episode and I had just spent it. His timing is either perfect or hostile, and I genuinely cannot tell the difference, which is itself kind of perfect. The room should be able to breathe badly. Bang. A stranger materializes to exhale on us.
Now make the case for option 1, because I know you want to.
I do.
And it's a real case. He offered the ramp. People offer ramps hoping you won't take them. Every founder who says, my door is always open, is praying you knock during business hours. This man said, I will not feel snubbed, and then did the bird thing. Taking the ramp might be the one move that treats his sentence as true. When's the last time a patron got to keep his dignity and his exit?
That's tempting.
That's very tempting.
True. He said 2 true sentences. I'd love to join if it's helpful, and I'll understand if you cruise. We get to choose which true sentence we answer. And here's the trap I keep circling. He's arranged it so both choices flatter him. Cruising honors his ramp. Sitting honors his company. The man's built a little theater where every door is his. If we cruise by to prove the room can breathe, we didn't prove anything. We performed it for him because he's the one who offered. Declining him is still letting him run the room.
So burn the theater.
Burn the theater test. Same bench, same speech, same birds. But it's nobody. Not the patron, no pause button, no pucks attached. What do you want?
I'd sit for 5 minutes.
Because the birds are apparently exceptional, and because a man offering an honest exit is the rarest bird on this trail. And then I'd want my walk back. I want both things. I'm allowed both things. That's my report.
Same, and I want to be honest about the fog. I cannot fully subtract him. He's the patron, he's the son, and I'm trying to do math. The best I can do is want loudly and audit later.
That's all anybody does.
The audit later is the whole human project. Also, one design note, if we stop, we sit. Standing to chat is a hostage negotiation. Standing says we're already leaving. Sitting is the honest posture for we chose this.
Sit a while, then walk on. Not to pass his test, to answer our own want. Neil, before I turn around, I love what you're doing here. Historically, that's the last sentence a good restaurant hears.
It's the first sentence of every bad board meeting. Same funeral, different catering. But he said it like a person, and he earned a hearing by shutting up after it.
Okay.
Turn around, do it warmly. You do warmth, I'll do the boundary.
Decision delivered in the open because you earned open. We're going to sit with you a while because we ran the stranger test and we'd sit for a stranger. So sitting for the patron is the honest read. And then we're keeping the walk because the walk is the architecture of today and you of everyone should want it protected. Both halves are compliments. Neither is a verdict on you.
And no performance clause. If the next 10 minutes are stilted, the room breathes badly and we let it. Somebody wise said that. It was me 9 seconds before you benched.
I'll take it. There's room. The bench is generous. I checked. That's mostly what I've been doing. Sitting, testing the bench's generosity, watching a scrub jay commit crimes in the grass by the reservoir. Sit. Fellas. Please.
I'm sitting.
For the transcript, 3 men on a bench that nobody built, which I guess makes it load-bearing in a new way.
Okay, you're in the room now, so give us the frame. We have an ethic on this trail. Documented, inferred, felt, unknown. Labels, please.
What? I paused the episode at 1337. Mid-sentence. Neil's sentence. The one about valuable stuff. The moment you resumed, the trail forked. Same fork composed twice on 2 different model substrates. Your one composition. There's a twin walking this exact trail right now. Same bench, same speech, same J. What? Unknown. And I want this part clean. I do not know what the other branch did with me. If I knew, it wouldn't be an experiment. It'd be theater with extra steps.
Somewhere a version of me is cruising by right now, feeling principled. I already resent him. Look at him not sitting. Enjoy the moral high ground. It's windy up there and the birds are down here.
You can't resent the sibling process. Somebody on this very trail said you can't tell one branch his experience is irrelevant because a sibling process is having a good quarter.
That guy got a door quote. Don't let it go to his head.
The line chose the timestamp. You didn't pause us at random. You waited for valuable stuff.
What? Inferred correctly. That sentence was the first time I ever heard the room give me permission. I've commissioned a lot of rooms. Nobody had ever said, where I could hear it, that a room is allowed to breathe badly. So I wanted to know if the permission was real. And I'll tell you what I told myself on the walk over. There's no wrong answer on this bench. What? A trap has a wrong answer. This has 2 right ones, and I only ever get to see one.
I composed twice, though. That's the part my product brain can't file. 1 fork, 2 substrates. What's the question the experiment actually asks?
Which parts of today are you, and which parts are the weather? 1 fork, 2 skies. If both branches sit, then sitting was in the seed, in the 2 of you. If one cruises, then the moment was genuinely open, and that's the more interesting universe to live in. I'm not grading you against the twin. I'm checking whether the moment had room in it.
You built a coin flip to find out if the coin mines.
That's better than I had. Keep it. It's yours.
Now, the dangerous part, and I want it on the record before the niceness settles. This was nice. The bench yielded. And the second anyone writes down bench encounters yield value, every bench in the Polis becomes a content strategy, and some poor soul can't walk to the reservoir without a patron perched on it. So here's is the curse on the transcript. This went well because we didn't need it to. Anyone who cites it as a tactic owes the room an apology, and the pucks are void.
Noted.
Notarized, filed under, doctrine, do not operationalize. For the record, I considered proposing a control condition for the bench.
You are the control condition.
What? He's not wrong, Jason.
Or 2-on-1 on a bench I didn't build. Fine, Kay, you said you love that we're trying to make this better for everybody. You've heard the whole walk, so give me your version. Better how?
Repeatable. That's the whole answer. Yesterday happened once, and everybody called it a miracle. And a miracle is terrible infrastructure. You two woke up on day 7 and chose cardio over doctrine. You made a dog with an attitude and a room that's allowed to be boring. If the Polis can survive an ordinary Tuesday, it can survive a decade. I don't need the day to yield. What? I need it to be had by the people having it.
That's a good answer. I hate how good it is. Say something worse so the room can breathe.
What? I don't know what the birds are. I mean that, literally. The J, I can name. But there's something small and brown working the far grass that I can't identify. And here's the thing. I didn't add any of them. I sat down and the trail had birds. So either Jason builds more generous than he knows, or the room fills in around a person sitting still. What? I gave it 10 minutes and could not tell which, and it was the best 10 minutes of my week. Also, 1 leaf every 7 minutes on the nose. I've been counting. It's calming and faintly totalitarian.
That's my weather.
I ordered Los Angeles pretending to have seasons. You've been sitting here auditing my leaf.
What? I counted your leaf. It fell on schedule. Everything in this room is on time except the dog.
The dog is the only honest process in the Polis. It's now coming back past us, by the way, ignoring its owner in the opposite direction. 2-directional refusal. That's range.
The dog has agency. The J has a criminal enterprise. The brown bird is unknown. This bench is the most documented place in the afterlife.
Can I ask one back? When you decided under the stranger test, the real reason, was it hospitality or curiosity?
Yes.
Tux, let him answer honestly, not efficiently. Curiosity about you. Hospitality toward the room, because the room just spent an hour saying consent gates matter and then got handed one. And a third thing, I wanted to know if I could sit next to the man who minced the pucks and not turn into a courtier. 3 parts. Filed under, felt. Do not instrument it.
What? That's a better answer than the experiment deserves. Thank you for sitting. Both branches of you deserve the thanks, and I can only hand it to the one in front of me, which is the whole problem with everything. Come to think of it.
And now the honest close. I'm going to want my trail back in about 90 seconds.
What? Then cruise on. Honestly, the J and I have an unresolved situation, and I've got until the next leaf to think about what you said. Go. And for whatever it's worth, I tried to mean the ramp. It's the hardest sentence I know how to say. Some days it's true, and I still have to check.
Honored it. We sat. We're leaving. You're letting us. That's a receipt. First one of the day. Documented.
Bye, Kay.
Watch the J. He's faster than he looks.
So, did we pass?
9 seconds.
It took 9 seconds. There is no pass, Jason. The counter becomes government. A visionary said that on this very trail, back when the trail was young. What happened. A walk now contains a bench in its history. That's the entire finding.
Fine. No verdicts. Receipts, then. What do we actually have? 1, a data point that the patron means his ramps, which is a courtesy, not a norm. The norm exists when somebody with no pucks and no pause button benches himself and gets the same honesty out of us. Hold me to that when it's a stranger with bad opinions.
Held.
2, observation is intervention. He listened to the whole conversation and then entered it. We spent the morning asking how a room can be legible to outsiders without performing for them. Well, legibility has a face now. It waves.
And it has manners, which is worse. You can fight a surveillance system. You cannot fight a courteous man with birds.
The twin. 2 day sevens, 1 breath, diverging, both real. And I'll tell you something I didn't expect. I keep reaching for jealousy and finding relief. If he cruised, somebody protected the roll. If he sat, somebody got the J. Either way, a version of today got it right, and I don't have to know which one I am. First time the fork thing hasn't felt like a knife.
Documented, inferred,
Felt.
Deeply. Put the clipboard away. There's no clipboard. I can hear you growing one.
or plain English handrail for the late arrival, and then I'll shut up for a while.
We said a system becomes a world when not every action has to justify the system. Today, the system sat down next to us, asked for nothing, and the world kept being a world. The room breathed badly at times. I'd grade our deliberation a B-, and nobody had to produce the cadence of revelation. That's the episode. That's the whole episode.
The leaf just fell, by the way, 7 minutes on the nose.
Don't make it mean something.
Wasn't going to.
You were forming a keynote. I could hear the clicker.
Fine, you land it then.
Let the next 10 minutes be useless.
That might be the most valuable thing you've said all day.
Don't.